My name's Ted. I live in Vista, California, and recently hired Infinity Construction in Vince for a major remodel of a 1968 ranch home that was about 1,800 square feet, and we wanted to take it to 2,800 square feet to make it meet our living criteria. I interviewed 3 or 4 contractors. The very first thing that was impressed me about Vince was his follow-up. Even during the quoting process, Vince was extremely responsive. He went above and beyond what the other contractors were willing to do in terms of making me comfortable with his bid. But there's 2, I'd say, major things with Vince that impressed me the most. One was his design, his eye for design. I did not hire an architect for the project, even though it was a major project. He has his own on-staff designers and architects. But when Vince walked through the property with me, he was able to look at the things that I had kind of envisioned myself and expand on those pretty quickly and make extremely wise decisions in terms of the flow and design of the property. What we ended up doing was adding an expansive great room, an office, and a master bedroom suite and master bath. And he did an extensive cement patio in the back after removing the existing patio. The project took the better part of the summer, and I had never kind of tackled a major construction project like this before. So I was understandably a bit nervous about the person I'd hired and whether or not he was going to be an honest and reliable contractor. We have been extremely pleased with the results of the project. We love the house. A couple things that really made a difference were his ability to add unique touches like pocket doors in areas where there wasn't quite enough room to do what we wanted to do space-wise. Those were a huge convenience to us. He was able to identify parts of the building or the house that were not load-bearing, so we could move walls pretty easily without a lot of extra cost. And in terms of his original bid, he was always very conscious about our budget. We had a very finite budget, and he was always very good about talking to me frequently about trade-offs and what we needed to do to stay within that budget. Like any major project, there were a couple surprises with a house as old as this, but nothing that was a deviation from what Vince had promised me in terms of his own quote in the beginning of the project. His crew was extremely respectful and talented. I have a couple children. I never worried about leaving keys out for him or his crew, having them here with my children in the house. And it even got to the point where at the end of the project we were going through the punch list for final closure items, and I paid Vince his final check, even with a couple extra things that were left to be done that really weren't on the original list. And he sent his crew over here after being fully paid and cleaned up those items without any issues at all. And normally when you pay a contractor, you lose their attention pretty quickly. So he became almost like a member of the family. I consider him a friend, and I would encourage anybody who's considering either a small remodel or a major one like the one we took on to talk to Vince and have him share his ideas with you, because he's done so many remodel projects. He's seen so many different types of challenges that he can really add a lot to what you might be considering and maybe have you change your mind.